Hello YouTube, my name's Nero and today we have some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and another episode of DNA Saturday, which is the weekly series here on my channel where subscribers send me in DNA bombs. That was the Cray class we're going to be using throughout the entirety of this gameplay. If you guys would like, you can go back and pause the video to get a good look at the class, maybe try and make it for yourself, but keep in mind I will be talking about the Cray class periodically throughout this video, the attachments, the perks, and things of that nature. So the gameplay itself was actually sent in by a guy that goes by the name of Mr. Omega Gaming, and what we got going on here is a game of Team Deathmatch here on the map Comeback, running around with the AMR9 and getting ourselves a very fast, very nice DNA bomb. I like this gameplay for a number of reasons. The fact it's on Comeback, one of my favorite maps in the game. The fact it's in Team Deathmatch, where in my opinion it's a lot harder to get DNA bombs, or even just really good gameplay in general. Team Deathmatch, you're kind of limited in the number of kills you can get. There's no objectives to really kind of predict where the opponents can be at, and your opponents can really just go wherever they want because it's Team Deathmatch, and the only objective is to not die a lot and to get as many kills, I guess, as you can while doing that. So it's definitely a very good gameplay in my opinion. I definitely like it a whole lot. And let's just hop in here first and foremost with the Cray class. So AMR9 we're using stock default. There's no variant here whatsoever. It's a normal AMR9, which was recently buffed. Towards the beginning of the month, I believe it was. They actually made it so the AMR9 does more damage and also decreased the time between bursts, making it so you could spam those bursts faster, and each one of those bursts is going to do more damage. So they made it so the AMR9 is a bit better, because let's face it, when the gun first came out, pretty weak when the game was initially launched, AMR9, which is pretty weak sauce. But they've updated a couple times now, and it's actually a pretty good overall submachine gun. In terms of the attachments, we're actually using 3 attachments. Of course, with the primary gunfighter wildcard, we're using extended mag, red dot, as well as foregrip. All pretty good. Really depends on what you want to do with it. Foregrip is going to reduce the recoil a little bit, but there really isn't a ton of recoil on the AMR9 to begin with. We're using red dot sight. That's all real personal preference as to whether or not you would like to actually use the iron sights or not. But extended mag, I like extended mag on anything, right? If a gun has the possibility for an extended mag, give me an extended mag. I like it. Make it so I don't have to reload as much. Sounds good to me. In terms of perks, we're using pretty standard, pretty basic perks, but good perks nonetheless. We're using low profile and lightweight as perk 1, and in perk 3, we have toughness as well as scavenger, which I will never, once again, freaking understand that people that don't use blood suppressor. But, I just don't get it, man. So many people, seriously, in every episode of DNA Saturday, it seems like everybody's using Scavenger. Is that the key? Do you do more damage or something if you're using Scavenger? Is that the key to doing well in Advanced Warfare? Did I just crack the code? Did I crack the code? Is that what we need to do? Just run Scavenger? Therefore, you will just automatically start getting DNA bombs and doing better, because I never run Scavenger. I just don't need it. It makes no sense to me. It's like, why would I just pick up another weapon? But at the exact same time, on DNA Saturday, I really try to prefer it. In fact, I don't actually usually feature DNA bombs that go away from this. I always like it when it's with one gun the entire time, just for trying to promote the video reasons. Like, I can't make a video title called, you know, Advanced Warfare DNA Bomb with the AMR9, as well as a little bit of MP11, as well as a little bit of ASM1. Oh, also we meleeed a couple people. Oh, did I mention that we also picked up a ball 27 for one of our kills? Like, I don't like that. If it's all with one gun, it's definitely great. So it's great that these people are using Scavenger, but overall, I just don't understand why people use it so often. Like, if you're going for DNA bombs, you would think it's like, why wouldn't you just pick up a different gun? But perhaps they're already comfortable enough with their gun. Perhaps they're specifically trying to challenge themselves to get a DNA bomb with one particular weapon rather than picking up other ones. I just don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't run Scavenger. Maybe I'd do better if I would. But once again, maybe I crack the code in Scavenger. It's just kind of like that ridiculous perk that makes it so you're amazing at the game no matter what, which I doubt it. All it's going to do is make it so I don't run out of ammo so much. But regardless, the gameplay itself is actually going to be wrapping up here relatively shortly. Very, very nice overall. You look at the aim and just the way we're moving around the map. It was just a very enjoyable overall DNA bomb for me to watch in terms of just taking out so many people with what a lot of people consider to be a very weak gun, right? What a lot of people consider to be a very underpowered gun. Not a lot of people use it very often, and it's definitely a pretty unique gun. I've just never really been a big fan of like burst SMGs. I think it's kind of a niche that I'm just not a fan of. Right there, we pick up the DNA bomb. Like, for example, you go back to the, what was the name of that gun in Black Ops 2? Oh, I can't remember the name of it. It's coming to me. It's coming to me. The Chi-Com CQB. How could I forget the Chi-Com CQB? Oh, yeah, because there's a really crappy SMG. But I just never really got into those kinds of weapons, even with the buffs that have recently been happening to the AMR9. I just can't really get into the gun itself. It doesn't feel natural. When I'm using the SMG, I want to hit fire, I want to spray and pray, I want to get it right up in everyone's faces, basically. And that kind of is a little bit more difficult because you're bursting with a submachine gun, which feels very unnatural to me. But there we go with the final score. 37 kills and 1 death. Congratulations congratulations to you, Mr. Omega Gaming, because that was a freaking amazing overall DNA bomb. So hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episodes of DNA Saturday, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves, and if you guys would like to submit your DNA bombs for next week's episode of DNA Saturday, watch the video that's on your screen right now. I've said so many times in countless episodes, just click the link to the video in the video description or the annotation. It'll take you over there, and that video will tell you everything you need to know about submitting your sub for DNA Saturday. If you guys would like to go ahead and check out Mr. Omega Gaming, you can do so by finding him over at youtube.com/evilunites. Now keep in mind, Unites has a Z at the end of it, and yes, I said Z because I'm becoming more cultured, as well as Z is sometimes, it can kind of get confusing sometimes if you say Z rather than Z. If you say Z, everybody knows what letter you're talking about. If you say Z, sometimes people think you said C, or T, or D, or E. They all kind of sound the same, right? So if you say Z, everyone knows what you're talking about. But over there on his YouTube channel, once again, youtube.com/evilunites, he posts random things, it kind of seems like. Well, he does have a weekly series, a weekly Shout Out Friday series, but aside from that, he really seems to make videos out of whatever seems to be on his mind, whether it's whether or not he should go to college, or he's predicting outcomes of soccer matches, or he's telling stories of his first fight, or he's covering Call of Duty news. He posts on a wide variety of topics, and if you guys would like to check out his videos, which cover a wide variety of topics, you can find them once again at youtube.com/evilunites. Go ahead and give him a look if you guys haven't already. So hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episodes of DNA Saturday, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.